So we are finally finalizing our compensatory picks. There we go. Compensatory picks for the 2024 NFL Draft. And our two extra picks that we are getting is going to be a 5th round pick for losing Von Bell. And finally, a 7th round pick for losing Samaje Perrine. So as always, when you lose free agents, the NFL gives you picks from pick, I think it's the 2nd round? No, 3rd round to 7th round. One of those rounds they give you for your said player. So if you lose a amazing player like Jesse Bates, you get an extra 3rd round pick. If you lose someone like Samaje Perrine, well, the NFL says that he's equal to a 7th round pick, which is kind of crazy because I think Samaje Perrine is at least worth a 5th round pick of us losing him. You get those picks, right? Now, of course, keep in mind, Jesse Bates, we lost him, but then we picked up Orlando Brown. And Orlando Brown, if it offsets the, value, then you don't get a compensatory pick for him. So if you sign a big free agent, but lose a big free agent, it equals out. It's just so teams can, kind of get some value back if they potentially lose somebody. So going into next year, we have 9 total picks, right? We got a compensatory pick of 173, a compensatory pick of 254. So 0 picks for Jesse Bates, just Samaje Perrine, and Von Bell. 9 total picks going into this upcoming draft. So we have a total of 1 1st round pick, 1 2nd round pick, 1 3rd round pick, 1 4th round pick. Believe this is 2 5th round picks, I want to say. Let me go into this draft to see exactly, just to double check this. I know I've done millions of these mock drafts, but 1 1st round pick. Let's see, 2nd round. It's going to take Chris Jenkins, whatever. We get 1 3rd round pick. The being in me cannot just do this mock draft without actually going through and picking players I like. 1 4th round pick. So the first 4 rounds, we only have 1 pick apiece. I know Kate Silver might go back to college, but it is what it is. 5th round, we have a total of 2 picks. Okay, so that's 172. I was right. So 5th round, we have 2 picks, which, to be honest, we had 2 picks last year in the 5th round as well, and that's how we got Chase Brown, and then we got Brad Robbins. So, works out pretty damn well, if you ask me. Where would we go in the 5th round here? And I was kind of thinking going cornerback here. 2nd, 5th round pick, I wouldn't mind going with an offensive lineman. Maybe a guard, bring in somebody here. Yeah, let's bring in this guy. I'm just choosing random players, like, overall wise. And I also just realized I need to move this over. There we go. 6th round, we have a total of 1 pick. And then we have 2 7th round picks. Alright, so an extra 5th round pick and an extra 7th round pick. Yeah. Interesting. It's almost like I said that in the beginning and I should have just realized that when I was looking at the draft. But for some reason, when I was looking at the draft, the numbers confused me. The numbers, Mason. Alright, 6th round here. I wouldn't mind going with like a linebacker or something. Maybe as a rotation piece at this point. I just selected a random guy. I don't think that's the guy I would go with, but you know what? Let's just do it. Jared Wiley. I know a lot of people are liking him. We looked at all the tight ends yesterday. If you guys have not seen that video, go check it out. And I guess last pick, I'll go with a tackle again. And this is just a random mock draft we have set up here. They gave me an F on the guard, which I'm not surprised and I'm not really mad about. B plus overall draft. So apparently they liked my draft. They just really did not like my guard pick. They loved my tackle pick and my tight end pick. And they loved my first 2 picks. And they loved Kate Stover pick. Just really kind of didn't like too much Tyke Smith. And also did not like some of these other picks. Now, with us having 9 picks, right, it does mean, now I don't think we're going to, yeah, I'm going to stress enough saying I don't think we're going to do this, but it does mean we can trade up, right? So if we really wanted to, and we're going into this draft and we're like, hey, listen, right now we're sitting at pick, 18. We could potentially go on the phone and say, well, you know what? We want, I don't know, to potentially get Brock Bowers. So we trade up to something like 13 and we give them maybe our compensatory picks of 5th and 7th, and we go up 5 spots, which realistically speaking, we'll probably have to offer more than that. But you know what I'm saying, right? We could technically trade up because we have some extra picks and do that. I doubt we're going to. The Bengals do not trade up ever. If anything, they would trade down. They have traded up in the past, but let's say they did accept this, okay? In crazy terms, they accepted that, right? I know I had to force that trade, but let's say they accepted that. It's still possible that Brock Bowers goes top 10 and we absolutely look like fools, right? But if we trade up that much, it's a potential that we could get someone like the left tackle from Penn State, who is actually really freaking amazing. Now, of course, it does come down to him actually wanting to play right tackle, and again, that's a whole entire mess above itself. But we could also do that, and, if we miss out on Brock Bowers, that would even look stupider. The only way we would trade up is if we truly did want Brock Bowers, and that would come down to simply, as the draft is going on, we wouldn't trade up before the draft. We would watch the draft as it going on, and let's say Brock Bowers, let's say his pick, 13, right? And Bowers still has not been selected yet. Then I could see the Bengals, and that would be the only way the Bengals would trade up and potentially try to go get him. I doubt they're going to do that in every way possible. I just don't think they will. But that's the only way I could see the Bengals potentially trading up. In reality, it's very possible, especially at pick 18 here, you could trade down. And I could see them trading down here. Because if you trade down, let's say, for example, you're pick 18, right? And another team, might want a quarterback. The Steelers. Not Steelers. Rams. Maybe the Rams want a quarterback, right? But we're not going to take a quarterback, so they're not going to trade up. So maybe the Rams want a quarterback, and another team wants to trade up to get a quarterback. So maybe something like... Who would want a quarterback here? There's no teams here would actually want a quarterback. Arizona, no. San Francisco, no. Maybe a team from the second round trades back up. Washington should get a quarterback. Which team here would want a quarterback, but they're probably not going to get one? Maybe Falcons. Maybe the Falcons want a quarterback. So, where is Atlanta at? Atlanta, okay? So, maybe the Atlanta, for example, gives us a second round pick. And we give them, and they give us a second round pick. And we give them the 18th overall pick. They give us a second round, and let's say they also throw in, a second, a third, a next year first. They want to do a next year first. They might do a next year second or something, right? And then we drop back. I don't like this. If we would trade down, it would have to be a team that we would get a first round pick from this year. So I don't think we would. There's no team here I would think that would trade up. Maybe the Buccaneers. Maybe Tampa Bay if they want to go ahead and get rid of Baker. So maybe for example, they trade us a first. They also trade us a second. And maybe maybe a fifth for 18th overall pick. So we get a extra second. We get the 26th overall pick. And then we also get a fifth. And then, now we go down to 26. We still get a tackle we want in Mims, but now we have 2 second-round picks, and also we have an extra fifth. So that might work out, and that could be something they do. I couldn't see them trading down and not getting a first-round pick, though. I don't see them trading outside of the first round. I see them staying in the first round and maybe potentially going farther down if one of the guys they like is still available. And then they might just, kind of just see free fall a little bit and just get some extra picks and stack up some extra picks. And then you could go, for example, a second round here. I know you could go with Sanders or something like that. So that's kind of where I see them going. Tell me down below your thoughts and opinions, though. I'll see you guys next one. Peace out.